It's March. Are you feeling behind already? Let's pause that thought. Today's Plan With Me session is all about realistic planning, quiet progress, and giving yourselves a little grace. One page, one plan, and one step at a time. So let's dive in. Hi friends, welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. Before we dive in, quick PSA that it is very hot on this first day of March in Southern California. I believe it's like mid-90s. So the girls are hanging out in the shade right outside my window right there. So if you hear some voices in the background, that's what it is. Sorry about that in advance. And on that note, hi, welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. Today we're planning on my Plum Paper 7x9 vertical monthly spread. For this month, we're using the spring section from the Hand Can Plan Advent Calendar. I've pulled together a whole bunch of items here. I think that the only things that are not from the Advent are these two sticker sheets that are just for EC colorway. There's a lot here. This came with the Advent Calendar. It's day 8. It has 2 sheets of deco. Super cute. Then we have day 1 had some small quote boxes. Day 13 and 7 had some more quotes and some transparent stickers. We also have this transparent sticker sheet. We have some months. We have some letters, alphas. There's some full boxes, but I'm not sure if that will fit well in the monthly, so I might not be using those today. Handful of spring washi, and then there's some thick washi. Speaking of washi, this kit also came with some single piece strips, but it's very similar to what's on the deco sheet. So I'm not certain I will have this, but I'm going to hold it off to the side just in case I need it. A quick reminder that everything will be in the description box below. If you enjoy this kind of plan with me, please hit subscribe so that all future Plan With Me sessions drop right into your feed. Okay, with all the plans that are happening for March, I definitely need to lay in a backdrop, and then I think we will end up starting our plans with highlights page just to kind of ease our way into the craziness, okay? So let me play some music while I drop in a backdrop. Now that we have a backdrop, let's start with the highlights page. This spread exists to hold my highlights, not every detail. But if I am going to remind myself to look at it all month long, it does have to feel good to look at. My brain kind of shuts down when I'm overloaded with information. So adding touches of creativity and beauty to this page helps dim the overwhelm and adds a little spark of fun. First up, let's work on my to-do list. I keep this list short and realistic. So very first, number one duty for this month is to complete my car registration. I have finished all of the prep work, which took forever this month, but I just have a couple of things with the paperwork to fill out, and I need to try and stay on top of where the stickers are so that I can swap them as soon as they arrive, because it's a lot later than it should have been, and I'd like to avoid being pulled over for the wrong color tags if possible. I'm also adding a few content planning reminders here. I used to track these in my on-the-go planner, but there's just not a lot of space there. And so this month I will note my monthly email. This newsletter goes out the first week of the month, so if you want to join for next month, I'll make sure to link that page down below. Each newsletter includes links to a freebie, tips, and behind the scenes goodness. Then I also need to put in my blog post. Those drop mid-month, and at the end of the month we always have repeating tasks like billing and stat checks. The next section over here, I have generally reserved it for reading. My goal is to read 12 books a month, and that's how I plan to stay on track with my annual goal of 125 books. So let me pull out my master book list here. Last month I shared how I used AI alongside with my to-be read list on Goodreads and all of my library apps to decide what was available and what I could read. As you can see, the check marks are spreading. A few of the books jumped the line because some of them weren't available on time, so I jumped ahead so I can make sure to stay on track. Plus, there was a couple that came out that I was very excited about, like The Seven Rings from Nora Roberts, so that one totally jumped the line. It's allowed, because I stopped everything to read it, and I have no regrets. These are the books that I plan to add for March, right here. 2 of them are leftovers from this month that I received like 3 days ago in my library app, so they started late. But the books I'm reading for March is The Correspondent. This book ended up being the book club book for March too. So then we have Jane Austen's Bookshelf. Then we have Meet the Newmans, What Kind of Paradise, Millennial Menopause, which is my other book club's book. Then we have The Good Mother Myth, and that's my nonfiction reading, as well as Millennial Menopause. I have The Husband Secret. I actually had this on for February, but I got confused and thought it was The Housemaid Secret, so I downloaded the wrong book. They all have the same names. It's very confusing. So I'm going to jump back and get this one this time. And then we have Station 11, The City of Brass. Some of these have been on my TBR list for a long time, and some of them are fairly new. I think I'm going to go down further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we have Cirque. Some of these actually they sound like they're probably around the same timeline, so I'm not sure why they got combined together, but Cirque and Babel, they're both like historical fiction. And then we have We Want Impossible Things. I did update my reading log in the March goals video last week with my February reads, and I share my reviews for every book over on Goodreads or Storygraph. I'll make sure to link it down below if you want to dive a little deeper into my list. For my flex page, this has been kind of left open for a while, and I'm very glad that I chose to do that, because when I filmed my quarterly flip through a few weeks ago as well, I realized that I have not been tracking my sticker kits at all this year. So I'm glad that I left this page blank. Let me flip back to February to show you how I've been doing this. I just kind of sketched out a little grid here for my Plum Paper, my Laurel Denise, and my Moxie Life, and kind of filled it in as needed. So I'm gonna just quickly sketch out another chart like it right here. I will fill in the rest of this as the month goes by. On to the big, as Laurel Denise calls it, the frog. This monthly calendar is insane. I don't know why it feels so much to me, but you'll see as it lays out. Hopefully it's not as scary in this form as it is in my handwritten form. It's not ideal. I do have this quick list here that I'm going off of, plus I have my Google Calendar to the side, so let's get into it. This monthly spread is just high-level planning, so it exists to support follow through on the plans that involve other people. So if it matters to someone else, it'll go here. That way I'm not relying on my memory or like the ideal week that never actually shows up. This day I only have church, and so I don't want to put church on every single day if possible, because I think that will clutter things up. Okay, so let's start with week 10. Week 10 we have a couple of heavier deadlines. Our deadline is on the 3rd. Then I'll have a couple of catch-up days there, which will come in clutch because this whole week has been setting up for deadlines. So after that day, I'll be able to catch up on the things that I've missed. Over the weekend, I do have a few commitments. Week 11, we have school conferences, a quick day trip, and prepping for upcoming Scouts events. Week 12, my husband is away for work, so I'll be solo parenting along with a couple of appointments. We also have a weekend event, a birthday, and then the start of spring break. Week 13 is spring break, so we're starting with time away focused on rest, family, and recharging. We will return in time for our church's seasonal event. I'm just going to drop in some visual reminders for the important dates and deadlines. Okay, just quickly going through here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Before I do the final flip through, I do want to take time to set up a spring bucket list. This is just basically a spread that will like to corral the ideas as they come in from the family to see what items they want to lean into for our spring bucket list. And I'm not going to use this week in this month because, as you can see, there's 5 days that are lighter gray on this one. So that means on the next month, there'll be way more days that are darker and only 2 days will be lighter. And I just use it that way because it's easier to see. So I'm going to put in some glue dip. Whoa, some glue dots onto the page. Some of them are being fussy. Just quickly tap down the corners, and that is how I combine those pages. Then I do have, this also came in the Advent. It's a spring bucket list type of thing and some little scripts that I thought could be helpful. Since there's only one piece of this brown gingham or orange gingham washi, I'm going to put that up here. Since I have some scripts for this, I am going to use them here. I'll put tasks over the to-do list, goals over the books, and we'll do favorites over the kits. And that's it for my March monthly plan with me. Thank you so much for planning with me today. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably love other Plan With Me sessions that are here on the channel. Go ahead and hit subscribe to drop those right into your feed. And be sure to check the description box for links to everything that you saw today. And I can't wait to see you next week. Bye for now.